So our first buy call comes from Eastern and Oriental Berhad. So if you look at the chart over here, price has been maintaining its uptrend structure as it always finds support within this uptrend line over here that was created from its March 2025 low. We can see price is now building a new base right above its uptrend line and also right above its 50-day EMA line. We could see that all the moving averages are about to converge with each other. However, this current sideways range is tilting more towards the bullish side, given that the other side is making a higher low structure and also now above the 50 level. So if you could see, the 50-day EMA also is on the verge of making a golden crossover above the 200-day EMA line, and if this materializes and price manage to maintain above this uptrend line, the upside could actually resume and might test our next technical target at 0.925. Next, we have a technical buy call on Chin Hin Groom Berhad. If you look at the chart over here, it started a sharp downtrend from its September 2024 peak over here. However, currently it's now building a big sideways range within its rounding base pattern over here. You can see the moving average lines also are about to converge with each other. However, the same phenomenon, just like E&O, like what we saw earlier, is also about to materialize as the 50-day EMA is on the verge of making a golden crossover above the 200-day EMA line. This means that this current sideways range also is now leaning more towards the bullish side, and you can see price has advanced for 4 consecutive sessions, which shows a return, a strong return in buying momentum. So we could see the recovery. Probably the recovery within this rounding base pattern might resume, and if the golden crossover materializes, probably it could actually lead for further upside and might test our next technical target at 2.53. And lastly, we have a technical buy call on BWS Group Berhad. So for this counter, ever since its listing date back on 22nd of July 2024, it started like a long-term downtrend. However, we could see over here, this big arrow over here, it's what we call as a V-shaped recovery. Even though the V-shaped recovery is still in an early stage, it is poised to resume further as the 21-day EMA has just crossed above the 200-day EMA line. And we can see its current sideways range over here, even though it is building a new base, the other side is maintaining its structure above the 50 level. And we can see recently it is rising upward, which means that a bullish momentum could actually remain elevated. And as long price remains above the 200-day EMA, it might test our next technical target at 0.255.